Yeah, what is up, you guys? Thank you guys for joining me on this chillin' mojo, where we always try to turn an ordinary day to an extraordinary day. Today is a bit of a rant, you guys. Today I just kind of want to just get a little bit of stuff off my chest and everything. Um, if you could tell by the title, I'm just going off about my freaking neighbors right now. Like, I'm a cool person in the background. Like, I mean, I may be a little bit aggressive or shit like that, but honestly, that's kind of like just childhood trauma coming out. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a good neighbor. Like, I like my neighbors. I don't care what race you are. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care anything about your freaking ethnicity or anything like that. But when it comes down to it, like if your neighbor is asking you to like kind of keep it quiet and everything like that, and the first thing you tell your neighbor is, I don't understand English, the first thing your neighbor's gonna be looking at you and be like, then how the fuck did you get this house? How the fuck did you get in this country? How the fuck did you get the car? How the fuck do you have a job? And how the fuck do you know that every time you hear my voice that you guys get a little bit quieter? Like, guys, I've been dealing with some shit in the background for since I moved into this new apartment. We got into this apartment because we kind of got scammed out of a house. So at the last minute, it was either we move into a shitty apartment or we are homeless. So um, we got to this apartment, and it didn't seem like it was that bad. I mean, it's in a pretty decent location. Like, I have like a forest and it's like right outside my freaking door and shit. So it's kind of nice. And honestly, I live like a little bird sanctuary. So like, like I feed the birds outside. I have, like, wildlife nature outside my front door. It's kind of peaceful. But when it comes down to the apartment complex, the management of the apartment complex, there was an article about this apartment complex a couple weeks back, and apparently it got nationwide news, and everybody's been trying to move out of this apartment complex ever since
I got
then.
a
So
third target.
we do have like vacant apartments like left and right. So they try to say this place is good, but this place is like, when I mean, I'm fighting fucking roaches and shit. Like, I'm spraying like every week for these fucking roaches. Like, we hear that other apartments have like dead bugs. We hear that other apartments have like rats and shit like that. And like, it's one of those places that when you live there, when you first sign the lease, they give you a freaking waiver, and the waiver is a black mold waiver. Like, if you find it, you're responsible for it. And you're kind of like, wait a minute, how the fuck am I responsible for black mold that grows over time when I've only lived here for a year? That's gotta freaking indicate that, one, either I'm a very, very dirty person, or two, like, you guys are just like hiding some kind of like issue that is underlining, and then you're like, if you see it, it's your problem. And it's
Sniper,
kind of like,
top of
wait,
the tower.
what? Like, I've asked other
Sniper up in the
landlords,
tower.
I've asked other leasing agents, and they, as soon as I say the place that I live at, they're like, oh my God, we got to get you the fuck out of there. So, but to go on the neighbors, like, on my right side, I have some Hispanic neighbors that, they're cool. Like, when they cook and they grill, oh my God, like I turn a corner and I'm just like, whip out the grill, whip out the grill. Oh my fucking God, that food smells so good. And they're cool, and all that kind of shit. But I think that they're kind of deaf a little bit. When they moved in, that TV was so fucking loud that, I mean, recently it's gone down, and I think they, like, after a while they realized, like, hey, this is really fucking loud. And it's like, yeah, for a while I was thinking that you guys were fucking deaf. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with some people. I don't know if it's a culture thing and all that, but dude, that shit was loud. Like, I mean, I could hear it off like through the wall, and then when you got outside their fucking door, it was like, what, dude? Like, come on, dude. But the worst people are my neighbors on top of me. My neighbors on top of me. Oh my fucking God, dude. Like, It's bad when your freaking walls are shaking. It's worse when your windows are shaking. Like you can hear the glass and your windows start to shake. Like that is bad. Like I mean, dude, when I was at
I got eyes on
freaking
a
Uncle
generator.
Tom that called the cops on New Year's, I called the fucking cops on my fucking neighbors on New Year's Eve. I don't give a fuck. I heard them cuss me out from upstairs. I don't give a flying fuck. Dude, I've asked these people to stop running, to stop screaming, to stop yelling. Like, I get it. You have a family, but you live on top of me. So if that little motherfucker is jumping and stomping around every fucking day, oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my
There's a
god,
weapons case over
dude.
here.
Like it got so bad to the point well for one, like the cops and everything got called 5 times. Like when the cops came the last time, they tried to make it seem like a big deal because I put three dents in their door with my fist, and they were like, "Oh, well, do you know about apartment living?" And I looked at them and I was like, "No fucking shit, I know about apartment living. I've lived in apartments my whole fucking life." Like, I've lived here my whole life. I've lived in this town my whole life. I've lived in apartments my whole life. And the one thing that kids should be fucking taught as soon as they're fucking as young as shit is how to be aware that they don't live in a house. If you live in a house and you're willing to deal with that shit, that's on you. If you live in an apartment and you're running around, you're stomping around, you're making a lot of noise, and somebody comes knocking on your door saying, keep it down, I don't want to fucking hear, oh, well, you need to understand apartment living. Well, technically, apartment living is that if the neighbors complain at least 3 times about you and your noise, technically, technically, if the cops get called about like 3 times about the noise, technically, even if you got a family, technically I could take you to court and get you evicted. Technically I can do that, but we decided to take the other route and go get a freaking another apartment and just try to get the fuck out of here. I mean, and this place gets national news of how badly managed this place is. I don't live in Section 8. Like, I'm not Section 8, but if this is a Section 8 housing that people need to live in, like, they
Frag
need
out.
to gut this place, put Section 8 people in here, and I need to go and live in a different environment that isn't around Section 8 people, hey, so be it. You know, I'm not Section 8. I'm sorry. I like when the government looks at me, they see that they're like, no, no, yeah, you're middle class, you're an average person. You go and fucking struggle like every other person in America. You don't get any money anyway. You don't get no. You either pay full rent or you get the fuck out. We don't give you anything. So it's kind of irritating. And to be honest, my neighbors they're freaking. I'm not trying to be like bagging Hispanic people. I work with Hispanic people all day, and it sucks because the mom is fucking hot. So it's like as soon as I see the mom, it's like, oh, you're hot. But as soon as that freaking as soon as that thought leaves my mind, it's kind of like, oh fuck, right? We've been at it for like months, and when I mean months, I mean months, dude. I mean it's been bad, dude. It's been bad. I didn't want to record it. I didn't want to freaking like go like above and beyond and shit like that. But I could have made a fucking series on this channel about how bad my fucking neighbors are, dude. And being the fact that it's now getting ready to be summer, and this motherfucker is about to get off from school. Oh my fucking god, we are trying our damnedest to get
Sniper,
the
top of the
fuck out of
tower.
this apartment right fucking now. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. I get it. You guys came to this country for equal opportunity and all that kind of shit, but when people are telling you to keep it down, when people are asking you to please stop stomping and shit, please don't fucking come to us and say,
Sniper up in the
"Oh, well,
tower.
I don't understand English." Like it's like, wait a minute, hold on, hold on. For what? How many years have you been living in this goddamn fucking country? And you can't understand English. For two, if I went to your country and I stayed there for a fucking year, I would learn your language as best as I could because I don't want to seem like a fucking dumbass in the fucking country that doesn't know how to speak the goddamn language. The only reason why people can get away with that shit in this country is because this country's run by pussies and they're not willing to fucking put people through a fucking standardized test like that. Like you're willing to put like kids through a standardized bullshit test
Sniper,
instead of
top
teaching
of the
them real
tower.
life skills with the people that are coming into this country that are not speaking English, that cannot freaking communicate with anybody, and then they're getting mad at us who've lived here our whole fucking lives. And the only thing we're asking is like, hey, just understand English. Like if I ask you, please don't do something, don't look at me and say, okay, I don't understand. It's like, dude, I'm asking you not to do something for a fucking reason. And then you're like, oh well, you got to be okay with this. No, dude, you left your country because your country was fucked up. You don't come over here to my country and then fuck up our situation and say, oh, you have to be okay with this. I'd be okay with the fact that you got a family. I'd be okay with the fact that you guys are Hispanic. I'd be okay with that. But if I ask you to keep it the fuck down, and after a while you're just like, oh well, I'm not gonna give a fuck. Guess who's getting called, motherfucker? Guess who's getting called? Well, fucking the goddamn leasing department, goddamn the fucking police, and goddamn fucking ICE, because it's like, hold up, if you don't fucking understand English, what the fuck? Hold up. Do we got a fucking illegal immigrant right here? You know, I mean, I don't mean to be like that kind of person. I'm a very peaceful kind of person. I understand America was founded as a melting pot for all cultures, all races to come in and all that kind of shit. But when your neighbor is asking you, like, hey, dude, I live underneath you, like, you guys are waking me up, you guys are shaking the walls, like, we're trying to move out of here because you guys are really shitty fucking neighbors. Like, it's really bad. Like, if your neighbor asks you to just keep it down and you don't hear anything from your neighbor at all, like you don't hear them arguing, you don't hear doors slamming, you don't hear like loud ass music, like being the fact that I got brand new headphones, game fucking changer. Like, oh my God, dude, game changer. I don't think that you're ever gonna hear me besides me either talking or something like that. But as far as music wise, dude, GVC headphones, I'm thinking about doing a product review on them. God damn. But other than that, dude, it's just like, dude, like be a fucking decent neighbor. If somebody asks you to just keep it down, that it's not like, oh man, it's the biggest thing in the world. It's like, no, I've told the sheriff of my fucking county, dude, if this shit escalates even more, you're probably gonna end up seeing me one day. And he's like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, I don't either, dude. I'm a black dude that, come on, if I get angry, everybody's gonna be like, oh, look, being got angry. But I'm like the black dude that's like, dude, if I get angry, it's not good. It's not good. Like, dude, I'm the last. I'm there trying to drink my anger away. I'm there trying to smoke weed to get my anger away. I'm there trying to it's to the point now that sometimes where I have to come home, I don't even like coming home because I know that those fucking neighbors on top of me are just gonna be loud as shit and they just don't care. And it's like, dude, I'd rather spend every day just trying to look to getting a new apartment and like just be like, here's the money, let's go, let's get the
Yo,
fuck
got a
out of
weapons case
here.
here.
'Cause, oh my fucking God. And it's bad, dude. It's really fucking bad. So guys, thank you guys for joining me on this chilling mojo where we always trying to turn an ordinary day to an extraordinary day. Honestly, this is just a rant. Like I just wanted to get this off my chest. I've really been feeling like this about my freaking neighbors in the background. Oh my fucking God. I really do feel a lot better just getting this off my chest and just being like, yo, this is my situation with my neighbors. Oh my fucking God. I really need to grow. But thank you guys for joining me on this chillin' mojo where I'm just trying to express myself and turn my
These
ordinary day
supplies will
into an
buy us a lot
extraordinary
of
day.
goodwill from the
You
rebels.
guys take it easy.
Frag out. Come in mierda, culeros.